Look! Look, the dynamic duo!
Hey guys, and welcome to the Dynamic Duo. I'm Franz.
I'm Kevin. Welcome back to a revitalized Dynamic Duo at the Batcave and Avengers Tower, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We are here. We are always here.
I love it as always. Hey Kevin, let's take a moment to welcome our new members and our future members. Hey guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Our subscriber count has almost doubled over the past couple of days. We're running some promotions, and so that's the result. And so we absolutely appreciate you subscribing. We ask you to share. Quick little blurb about this show. We give an honest and objective opinion about the movies, critiques. The thing about us is that we are honest, and if we make a mistake, we'll own up to it. If we're wrong, we'll own up to it. Whatever we do, it's based on thoughtful analysis rather than agenda or emotional factors. And so, absolutely welcome to the show. Kevin, we're going to do the promotion. We're going to run to the promotion. We had the opportunity to interview Helder Moyera, which is one of the great sculptors that sculpted some of the Bowen design pieces. He agreed to give us one of his precious pieces to give to one of our subscribers as a promotion thing. So guys, it's a little late, but for the future people, the 200th subscriber will receive a beautiful sculpture. We don't know what it is yet. It's a no prize, if you know what that means, but from Helder. So we'll let you know what that is as soon as we announce the winner. So welcome to the show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We couldn't and wouldn't do this without you.
Kevin, let's do this real quick. So there's a couple of things that we have to hit on before the weekend is over. So we've got the new Fantastic Four trailer, and we've got the new footage from Superman. So let's talk about the Fantastic Four trailer. This is the full-on trailer. You looked at it. What did you think?
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head off into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing is going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you.
I am a person that is more than willing to admit when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Ooh,
Okay?
okay.
And I have to say out loud, even though for months, if not longer, I had said that this film was not going to work. I have to eat my own words. Looking at the trailer as many times as I have, it looks like Matt Shankman and his team have pulled this off, including the fact that Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards. If many of you will recount, for quite a while now, both my partner and myself have been very skeptical and worried about Sir Pedro playing Sir Reed. I have to tell you, even though he does not carry the classic Reed Richards look from the comics, the man's attitude via his acting chops seems to be on board and ready to go. The rest of the cast looks fantastic. And partner, I have to say again out loud, we were worried about Evan Bachler for The Thing. He looks right. He looks right. So I will humble myself before Marvel, Disney, and the makers of the new Fantastic Four and say out loud, knock 'em dead. It's clobbering time.
Let me ask you a question. Before when we reviewed the trailer, the previous trailers and the teasers that we've gotten in the past, you rated it relatively low. You were at a 4, 5, maybe a 6. Whereas I was at a 7. Where are you rating this trailer?
I would say between an 8 to an 8.5 now.
Ooh, you're jumping up pretty good. You're jumping up pretty good. But it's interesting because you're not going 10. And that's where I'm at. So definitely an upgrade for me from the previous teasers and trailers that we've gotten to now. So I'm going from a 7 to an 8. And possibly an 8.5. You're right about a lot of things. You're right that we were wrong, that I was wrong. I always thought I'd learned my lesson that as an actor, Pedro Pascal was capable of bringing a character to life. I'd said that in previous shows. What worried me, what I was ready to boycott over, what I was completely, there was no compromise, was the depiction of Pedro Pascal as an actor with the mustache. And I just thought, that's not Reed Richards. Do not put a mustache on Reed Richards. Maybe a beard, but not a mustache. And I have to say, whether it's a mustache or a beard, whatever it is, the look is already working on me. I'm already believing that he's Reed Richards, and I'm already accepting that. I agree with you. The thing is still a little bit CGI, but I don't really mind that, as I've said many times in the past. The clothes specifically, a little CGI, and maybe they'll fix that. But that's not a problem to me because I've always said I forgive that type of low quality CGI. I don't accept low quality CGI, but I excuse it when it's not detrimental to the storytelling. The thing is, and the trailer is good. It builds to a crescendo. It does what it's supposed to do. Here's my, however, objective opinion, and I almost hate to say it because I feel like just leave it alone and don't say anything. And and if I'm wrong or if you disagree, feel free to jump on me. Here's my. It's not a problem because I'm rating it 8.5. So I'm way giving it a pass. It's already sold me. I'm gonna be there. However, the fact that they tease me with giving me the whole thing and hold back still kind of bothers me a little bit. And as a trailer, I think the task of a trailer is to blow my mind and make me go, wow, oh my God, Kevin, did you see this? And I'm not giving it. I'm holding those 2 points for that. It's a good trailer. It's a solid trailer, well delivered. It didn't blow my mind. It didn't completely excite me. I didn't jump off my chair. I'm going to show a couple of trailers, for example. I was talking to my sister about that yesterday. When you watch the Godzilla King of Monsters trailer, that's a trailer and a half.
What we are witnessing here is the return of Titans.
How many of these things are there?
17 and counting.
That's messed up.
Mothra, Rodan, Ghidorah.
Oh my. They're moving like a pack. They're hunting. They all respond directly to an alpha. We stop this Ghidorah. We stop them all.
Is there another creature that might stand a chance against him?
My God. Zilla.
Our planet will perish, and so will we. Unless we set Godzilla free.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's bring him in for a beer. No, this time we join the fight.
Run.
This is Godzilla's world. We just live in it.
Damn right.
When you watch Spider-Man 2's trailer,
Let's see who's behind the mask.
I remember jumping up and down for that. When you watch, what's the other trailer? There was an Alien Prometheus trailer. You know, trailers that are just perfect and that just make you go, oh my God. I think this trailer, I think it resonates with the fans. So because we're seeing the Fantastic Four and we're seeing things, but I wonder how it resonates to a non-fan. How exciting is it? How must-see is it? And I don't think it's a high must-see. I think it's a, yeah, let's check it out, see. And in that sense, given that there's a formula to giving good trailer, even fans make great trailers, I take some points away from that. I don't know if that makes any sense or if I'm being too nitpicky. By the way, guys, if you think I'm being too nitpicky, go ahead and comment and let us know.
If I may piggyback on a small portion of what you just said, I agree with you with one little caveat added.
Go ahead.
I think we are going to get one more trailer before July. And I believe that if another trailer does indeed happen, the oh my god, holy crap, what am I looking at moment is going to happen with this second trailer if I can, because I think your oh my god moment is going to come from one thing. Pun intended. They are going to have Galactus speak in the second trailer.
Now, by the way, great point about you're right. The caveat is absolutely right. If they come up with a second trailer that blows our mind, then obviously there's a reason, there's a rhyme, there's a method to the madness. Couple of. So let's talk about the good and let's talk about the bad. I'm loving. I'm appreciating the costume. I think it ranks very, very high among the Marvel MCU superhero costumes. I think it ranks very, very high. I love the fact that they put the 4 in the middle. I love the color, even though we both agree that a little darker would be even better. But it's absolutely growing on me and it's giving me that comic book vibe. And in our last conversation, you brought up the brilliant point that they wanted to differentiate themselves from the previous, which was a darker blue. So that makes sense to me. So I'm loving the costume. I'm loving seeing Reed Richards stretch. That was pretty cool. I'm loving seeing the Thing without his shirt. That looks awesome to me. But then again, so here's my problem. I love the Thing without the shirt, right? But why are they putting him in a sweater? In the movie, why do they hold back those things that we know would resonate with us? Why change the Fantastic Car? Go ahead.
The reason why I think you see him covered the way that you do is so that when he is bare-chested, it will have a greater impact.
Let's hope. You know what? If they work it that way, absolutely. But so here's where I'm at with this movie. Based on the trailer, here's what I think. I think we're going to get a good movie. We're not going to get a bad movie. Based on everything that I'm seeing, it looks like it's going to be a quality movie, well acted, well scripted. At the very minimum, we're going to get a good movie. Are we going to get a great movie? Are we going to get an awesome movie? That's what I don't know just yet. And I haven't seen something that tells me, oh, this is going to blow. This is going to be an awesome, earth-shattering type movie. I don't know what Galactus's design is going to be. And I hope they stay relatively faithful. I hope it's not just the helmet that's Galactus-like. I hope they stay faithful to the Kirby design to some extent. And what's your thought on the new female Silver Surfer?
Well, as I said in our telephone conversations, and again, I have to admit that I was wrong, okay? I did not agree with the female surfer, not because of any woke or political thing. I just wanted Norrin Radd back. But I also understand why they did it. Again, from a filmmaker's point of view, it was to separate themselves from the days of Jessica Alba and company with the first two Fantastic Fours, and namely the rise of the Silver Surfer.
I hear your logic. I hear it, but I'll say that I still disagree with the decision. Now, this is not a spoiler alert because this is just crazy theory of mine. But here is where I'll accept the female surfer. I still think they should have gone with Norrin Radd. Having said that, if they handle it right, then it could work. And here's what I think, and this I haven't heard this theory. I haven't really heard this theory on the internet just yet. But here's what I think is going to happen, or what I think should happen. I think that this Fantastic Four is an alternate universe Fantastic Four, obviously. And I think that Silver Surfer is therefore an alternate universe Silver Surfer, alternate universe, period. And so maybe at the end of the movie, what we find is that the Fantastic Four defeat or deter Galactus, right? And the movie ends with, boom, an incursion. The movie ends with another Earth materializing before our very eyes, or Doctor Doom showing up with some powerful statement. And therefore, the Fantastic Four go through the whole multiverse saga and come out into a legitimate Earth where we get our legitimate Norrin Radd. If they handle it that way, then, kudos to them, and I would love it. Otherwise, if they're replacing Norrin Radd with a female surfer, I think that's a mistake. I think if they wanted to introduce a female character as opposed to a male character, they should have easily gone with Nova, who is, as much as the Silver Surfer, has a beautiful design and it's not controversial because you're not replacing a character that's beloved by millions of people. So that's what I think they should have done. But and listen, guys, we're not going to keep this too long. So definitely, again, we thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, don't forget to encourage people to subscribe, and let us know what you think. Let us know if you agree or disagree. Kevin, I realized something. What we'll do is when people subscribe to us, we're going to subscribe to them. So it's going to be a quid pro quo type of relationship. We're not great, YouTube savvy, so we're learning as we go along. So we'll definitely reciprocate. Anything else you'd like to add regarding the Fantastic Four trailer?
All I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome, and let's all be fantastic together.
I love it. You want to do Superman real quick, or do you want to do it?
Of course.